Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. Hey there, fasting friends. How is it going? How did everybody do with my week 1 intermittent fasting tasks, and are you ready for week 2's tasks? So if you're listening and you have no idea what in the heck I am talking about, you are going to want to back up and listen to my last podcast episode, which was number 65, because we are right in the middle of a 3-part series to help you jumpstart your weight loss and intermittent fasting plan for the new year. So like I mentioned, this is going to be part 2, week 2 of my intermittent fasting and weight loss jumpstart plan, where I'll be giving you 4 new tasks. Now, this is an add-on plan, which means we're not going to stop doing what we started in week 1. I want you to keep doing what you were doing, and we'll just add a few more tasks to the mix. Okay, so in week 1, we've got that out of the way. I'm hoping that you found yourself a fasting tracker app that you like. If you have found a free one that you love, I am all ears. Please, please, please share it with me. Task number 2 was to take before and after pictures and body measurements. Next, you were to pick just 1 meal a day to give up and skip and begin clean fasting for 16 hours each day. And finally, task number 4 was to cut out all alcohol and sugar. All right, we are moving on. And the first task for this second week of the plan is to bump your fast up to 18 to 20 hours each day. Studies have shown that the real fat burning begins at about 18 hours. Now, this is where a raw electrolyte supplement like Element can really come in handy. I have a blog post on my website that talks all about how awesome this stuff is. I'll go ahead and leave that in the show notes for you. If you are struggling with fatigue and headache or hunger, all that yucky stuff as you try to push your fast to that 18 to 20 hour mark, first, try and drink some plain sparkling mineral water. That almost always helps curb my hunger and helps me push through. If that doesn't work, then go ahead and try mixing an Element electrolyte supplement into your plain, or I like to actually mix it in with plain sparkling mineral water. So you can use plain water or, of course, the plain sparkling mineral water. The fizziness in that mineral water is fun and it just tastes good to me. I would say if you take it around the 15 to 16 hour mark, it really should help you to push through to that 18 hour spot. But you do want to make sure that you are using the raw, plain, unflavored electrolyte supplements. Nothing with flavor that might accidentally spike your insulin levels. Also, make sure you're mixing it with plain water or the plain unflavored sparkling mineral water. Okay, moving on to task number 2 for this week. Try to keep your carb intake to 30 grams net carbs or less each day. A tip on this one is to be really careful with fruits while you're trying to lose weight. So yeah, fruits have a lot of carbs in them. Fruits are healthy. Yes, they are. But I highly recommend staying away from apples and bananas during the weight loss phase. That may sound crazy, but please just trust me on this one. Lots of carbs in both bananas and apples. Don't worry though, because you can definitely add them back in later. I have a short little YouTube video explanation of how to easily calculate net carbs that I'll leave in the show notes for you. But basically, to easily calculate net carbs, you're just going to take the total carbs on the label and subtract the grams of fiber and the sugar alcohols. And for many whole foods without sugar alcohols, you usually just subtract the fiber from the total carbs to get your net carbs. Keeping my net carbs under 30 grams each day was kind of my secret weight loss weapon. I don't know if it will work wonders for you like it did for me, but why not give it a try? Task number 3. You are either going to love this one or you might just hate it. But you're going to start breaking your fast every day with my 7-ingredient ACV apple cider vinegar weight loss drink. It contains apple cider vinegar, organic lemon juice, cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, cayenne pepper, and citrus-flavored sparkling water. You should drink this once a day, 20 to 30 minutes before you take your very first bite of food for the day. It totally works because it incorporates the 4 best weight loss spices plus ACV. It's going to help with your metabolism, your digestion, and it could quite possibly accelerate your weight loss. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm going off of my own experience as well as many people who have been in my Facebook group, who have taken my course, who have reported back to say that the ACV drink really, really did help give them that extra boost. So if you absolutely hate the ACV drink, you can do a few different things. First, make sure that you are mixing the ACV spices and lemon juice with sparkling mineral water. I honestly hate it mixed with just plain water. I don't know why it tastes so different, but to me it really does. And I love it when it's mixed with the carbonated mineral or sparkling mineral water. The taste difference really is unreal. I also believe that the flavor of mineral water makes a huge difference too. I definitely recommend using citrus flavors like lemon, lime, or orange, and staying away from fruity flavors or coconut, strawberry, things like that. It's an acquired taste, but it totally gets better. And when you start losing some serious weight, for some reason, it magically starts to taste so much better. I'll go ahead and leave that link to my blog post that has the full recipe and how to make it into easy ACV cubes that you can just pop out of the freezer and add quickly to your sparkling mineral water. I'll leave that link in the show notes as well. I honestly love the drink now, and I cannot believe I've been breaking my fast this same way for over 5 years now. Wow. All right, so you may not love it at first, but please, please, please give it a chance because I really believe that it definitely will grow on you. And finally, task number 4 for this week. I'd like you to try to get some sort of workout in most days, like 5 to 6 days of the week. It does not have to be anything too crazy. And it's even better if you can work out in the fasted state. I truly believe that it will help you give that extra boost and help you to lose more weight if you are able to do this. The further into your fast, the better. This is another secret trick that really, really worked well for me. I usually exercise about 17 to 18 hours into my fast each day. I have a really awesome 30-minute walk, jog, treadmill workout that I love to do a few times a week. I'll leave it in the show notes for you as well. All right, that is it. 4 new simple tasks. Number 1, bump your fast to 18 to 20 hours. Task number 2, try to keep your carb intake to 30 grams net carbs or less each day. Number 3, make up a batch of my 7-ingredient ACV drink and start breaking your fast with it every day. Drinking it 20 to 30 minutes before your first bite of food each day. And finally, task number 4, add a little bit of exercise into your day. Shoot for 5 to 6 days a week, and if you can get it in while you are in the fasted state, that is even better. All right, that's all for part 2 of the plan. I'll be back on January 30th with the final part 3, week 3 of the plan. Until then, if you want to get your hands on the PDF of this whole plan that also includes a few bonus items, you can snag it for just $9. The link will be in the show notes. And of course, if you are ready to take your intermittent fasting journey to the very next level, you can get my 6 weeks to sexy full intermittent fasting and weight loss masterclass video course for just $39 when you use the discount code GEMS10 at checkout. My course goes into way more detail about these tasks and how they'll help you, and it just will help you really step by step guide you through 6 weeks until you are an intermittent fasting pro and you are ready to go. All right, my fasting friends, get out there and get your fast on. I am super duper excited for you. Please reach out to me and let me know how it's going. I'd love to connect with you and can't wait to catch up with you again soon. Have the best day ever. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or 2 to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.